Hi, this is Marcy. I'm in my scrap room. It's been a while since I've made a video. I have been busy working on my Alaskan album, trying to get it done so I can start working on other things other than Alaska. I love my Alaska trip, but I'm ready for this scrapbook to be done. I'm up to day on Wednesday, and we are in Juneau, Alaska. Sorry about that. Starting out good. I am just going to hit and miss some pages because some of them are redundant, and you've seen me do a few pages. If you see something that you want me to go back on, just let me know. Once again, all my days start with our when and where. This is my husband and I when we were in Juneau. It's my favorite picture of us. I tried to make it a little florals and stuff. He's not a floral person, but I am. And this is our pictures with the eagle before we took off. Trying to make sure this is in focus and not too much of a glare. Some more eagles. I did some gold hindy shine here and put an eagle there. They're not very fancy. The scenery is going to take up most of this, and so I'm not as interested in how it looks, the bling and stuff. This was just us gathering for the ship on Wednesday, and some of our bus ride. Didn't have much to put here, so I put some florals. I thought I had plenty enough travel stickers to do this whole album. I have went back 2 or 3 times and bought more. At the time I didn't, so I just put some flowers. Just the pages of scenery once again. It was kind of rainy that day, but it was still a nice day. I did some die cuts here. This is our tour guide for the gold mining, Soapy Sean. I think I mentioned in the previous video, I have taken what they said about the video or about the tour, and I've shortened it up in Word and printed it out so I'd have it for each thing. That way I don't have to try to remember. Because this is gold, I had some of these gold things I stuck on here. Really like the way that one turned out. And this is us painting for gold, and once again I use gold lettering and some gold stars. If you get a chance, this is a really neat adventure. The gold mining, it's just fabulous. And I had these frames. I don't use frames, but my head is cut off in this picture. It was like that. It's the way my husband took the picture. He got the gold painting, but not my head. But I took these frames because they were gold, because I don't know what else I'd ever use it for. And I put that on there. And then best ever. This was just a weird piece of paper, and I thought, well, it'll kind of work for just showing the steps and stuff. So I did the steps of how you pan gold. This paper and a few of these other pages are from Creative Memories from years ago. It's a graduation paper, but because it was gold, I thought, well, that'll work. Pretty cool. So that's the creek where we did our mining from. We did get gold. Only thing is, I can't find it now. I'm not for sure. I think I had it in the bottom of my purse that I threw away. I hope not. And there's some gold stickers. And it's not enough to get rich, but it's gold. So, and then we each got a gold claim deed. It didn't have our names on it, so I just took one and put on here. Because that's all we need on there. And then this is heading in the rain to our salmon bake. Not much there either. I didn't have any clouds, so I drew some clouds. I don't know if you can see that or not. I drew some clouds and had some rain stickers, so I used that. And in fact, I even made the umbrella because I didn't have an umbrella at the time. This is our salmon bake. This was the best ever. I'm hoping there's not too much of a glare. That was the best salmon ever. It was better than steak. If you ever get a chance, you got to do it. I haven't even wanted to try salmon since I've been home because it's like, just won't compare. This is kind of a boring page. We took a trip up the Mount Roberts tramway. It wasn't too spectacular. My back and stuff was really hurting and my feet. And so I just sat and I couldn't see out. We did see stuff at the top. We seen some of the town and the ship. This is 2 pictures, and you can tell it's kind of crooked, but if I hadn't pointed it out, I don't think anybody will notice it. I got part of the sign on one picture and part on another picture, so I stuck them together. That's a great thing to do. I've done that with a wedding party one time that was so big. This was just from our cruise port and town, from our view up above. And so I didn't do a whole lot for it. You know, there didn't really need a whole lot. We did see an eagle up there, a couple of them. You can see the whites of their head right here. That's my husband's favorite animal. And then we went back into town. He wanted to buy his son wanted us to buy a knife for him. And when we seen the prices of the knives, we didn't get it. We called him and he said no. And while we were there, we seen the sign, caution, unattended children will be given Red Bull and a sword. So just some shopping pictures. And it's another eagle we seen right here on the top of this roof from our ship. We were looking out and we seen it down there. So that was really cool. And our dinner that day, I had to cut up the menus because I had different pictures. So it was an okay dinner. I'm not a fan of going to Italian. I'd rather eat spaghetti at home and go out for lobster, but it was good. It was one of the gifts from my daughter and her husband for Christmas, and I enjoyed it. It's just, it was a little different. This is our concert that we went to that night, and told a little bit about it. It was a video done with music, and it was really cool. So here we are on Thursday already. I'm going to try to make this quick and short. Some more pictures taken at the port. Not too fancy. I love this board paper. This is in Skagway. We were going to take a train, so I thought the board kind of reminded me of it. And I have some brochures off and on throughout the book, or my scrapbook. And I wanted to put it in the album, but I don't want to cut it up because there's a lot of information here if we ever decide to go back. So I've stuck it in these folders again, and I'm going to put that in the book. And once again, the typed out notes says Discover and where we were waiting in town. Now the next several pages are going to be done in these horizontal 6 to a side, double-sided. It's kind of like Project Life, but it's not. I don't do Project Life. These aren't completed yet. What I have done on the ones I've already got done, I think later on, I have cut the pictures back a little bit more, and then I've got a fuse tool that I have went across here, because when I pick this up, everything goes out. Oh, this one's already been done. I'm sorry. So this has been fused, so when I tip it upside down, it won't come out. Because I know when kids start looking at it, you know, the pages get all messed up and stuff. I just put the pictures in. If they were small or if there wasn't a lot, I would just put a piece of paper here and right beside it. I tried to put stuff that was relevant to it. This was a picture of the train from the, I always get 2 of everything, so I had 2 books, so I cut the train out there. Just of our trip up. It was very foggy that morning. The fog did lift, but just more from the trip. That's why I'm not going to go through them real fast. Yep, these have already been, oh, nope, they haven't been fused together. So I have to finish those yet. Then there was some that I wanted to, of the views that I wanted to do just on paper, because this one was spectacular. The view is just phenomenal. I just love it. This was one of my favorite spots. So I did that on paper. I had done this as a panoramic, so I printed that off in panoramic, and then I had some pictures of where we were at and stuff. So it was awesome. This was just a little skinny piece of, I had cut off another picture or something, so I put that on there. And then we're back to the pages again. Don't feed the bear sign in Canada. I had some maple leaves for Canada. My husband and I I hope that you can see these. The views are just, this is my favorite picture of my husband on that whole cruise. It makes me happy. And we did see a bear. We seen him. The bus was going down the road and he said, oh, let's see what this bus is pulled over for. And there was a bear there. So we didn't get off. We just sat and watched him, and it was kind of cool. I have had this. It's a Martha Stewart strip, and it had a moose and some trees, but I just took this part and put down here. I've had that for probably 10 years, so I got to finally use it. I've been saving it just in case. So just some more. When I went from these pages to these, I had to remember to count 2 so that I could put them together on the sheets. But just some more scenery, more scenery. I was trying to use up some of these like imaginable beauty. Sorry about that. This was up on the Yukon. It was just so beautiful. This was our menu from where, not a menu, it was on the table where we stopped to eat. Placemat. And our stickers that they gave us to wear. And our armbands for our lunch. And here is the spoons. I took a picture of the spoons we had. We had awesome lunch that day. So I took the fork and spoon were too curvy, so I didn't want to, I don't like a lot of bulk in my book. So I used the knife and I stuck there, and that worked good. And here's some rams that we thought were awesome until we realized they were fake, just up on the mountain to get us all. And some more of the town where we ate at. And then we went to Carcross. You know, just more scenery. The scenery, it's on and on and on. And I was always amazed at the flowers, so I took several pictures of the flowers. Because, you know, you're in Alaska, you think snow, and you see snow. And then you see flowers. This was a map from one of the books of where the trail that we took. And then I'm back to more scenery pictures, and I tried to either write something or put some kind of sticker on them. And I love the blues in these pictures. I don't know if you can pick it up on the picture or on the camera, but and this is awesome. This is a picture of the snow up in the mountains. Just phenomenal. And I don't like snow, but beautiful. And I was starting to run out of stuff to do. These pages are already fused, so I'm all done. And then this was the end of our bus tour, and the next stop was our train tour. So I put that in there so we'd have it. And our train, where we got on the train at, I love these feathers, and it matched this paper that had feathers on it, and I thought, oh, that'll be cool. So it's a lot of just simple. Because we were on the train, I did train, and then I had these for some travel stickers, and I stuck those like that. I probably should have done a string there, but I didn't do that. And a compass. Top of the world. The train was awesome, but it really shook my back up. And then this is just views from the train, and I did some stamping. I was probably tired that day. Did some blue drops, sorry. Just more of that. And then the snow, or the rocks and snow. Some of these I've got back to back already. Just more scenery. There's nothing really there. And I just lost something here. So I think it went right here. So we'll stick it back. And when I'm putting them in the page protectors, I may tape it down more. Just more scenery and more scenery. People were standing in between the trains and taking pictures. I wasn't going out there. No way. And a lot of this paper that I use, like this, is paper I probably would have never used for anything else. But it works good. And it's got like maps on it. So, you know, think about, I see people destashing their stash. And it's like, I bought the paper because I like it. I'm not getting rid of it. So I try to use it. Yeah, some of it came in kits and stuff that I probably will never use, but it worked good for this. just some more scenery. Lots of scenery up there. And it was beautiful. Then I switched back to these. This reminds me of a postcard because it's Vacation of a Lifetime. And then we're going back into Canada, or out of Canada. And our best port day ever. They don't really mean a lot, I'm sure, to anybody else, but to me they are picture perfect. That worked good. This was a train trestle that was built years and years ago, and it's been discontinued, but it stands there and reminds you of the past, and it's awesome. And I didn't put a page after that, so I've got to find, I only did one page here, so when I'm putting this together, I got to find something to stick there. But I got a lot of memorabilia and some more scenery pictures. I just was in love with the scenery. So some more scenery, and you could see the train up ahead of us, or a train, the other trains, or this is, we stopped here because there was hitchhikers. They were hikers that had been let off in the morning, and they hiked, and it says glacier 14.1 miles. I think they hiked to the glacier and then hiked back. And so then in the afternoon, the train picks them up. They were brave souls. I'm not a hiker. So I'm going to stop. I'll go a couple more. This is back into town. I made sure, I always take a little notebook with me. I know people now are using traveler's notebooks. I haven't got into that yet, and I don't know if I will. I have a little green notebook I've taken for our cruises, and I'm getting ready to start the third one because we're going in February. But I try to write notes every day, and I had wrote the driver's name, and he was really nice. He was a sweetheart, and he told us a lot about Alaska and stuff. So that's a good tip, is to take paper and notebook and stuff. This, when you pull into town, this is on the port. It's a wall of rocks, and I don't know, there's all different kinds of signatures, paintings and stuff. Since 1928, the crews of the ship had been autographing this wall to commemorate their first voyage to Skagway. A lot of history on those rocks. Oh, I thought I was getting close. Oh, I am. So this is our dinner that night. I think this was seafood, spaghetti crab carbonara and green beans, and my husband had steak, of course. So, and then this is just a page in between. So I'm going to end that here and do another video. Hopefully I can get the rest of it all in there, and I can get these up, and then I can start on my 2015 album. So I will be back in just a few. Thank you, and if you like this video, like and subscribe. When I do start doing the other video, or the other pages and stuff of when I'm doing something very interesting, I will tape the whole process. This album just got so long, I had to stop. So thank you and have a great day.